Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 10 of Operation Magic. I am your host, Josh, joined with James.
Oh yeah, man. Hey,
Dude,
dude. I'm excited. Well, you know what we're at?
10.
10.
Fucking
10.
10.
She's a 10.
10
Man,
episodes in. Man. I hope you guys loved that new intro, too, that you just saw right before
Oh man,
seeing
the
our
new
faces.
intro. And guys, here's the thing: with the new intro, we love it, but it's going to be changing. It will be changing. It's just a filler. It's not a beauty contest, but we want to look good always.
Yeah. We want you to have a little anticipation before you see these mugs pop up on your
Right.
screen.
I'm excited because I mean, Lou was our actual last episode before all the new changes, which is great. I mean, that interview with Lou is wonderful. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch 1 through 9 and get caught up. I mean, we're blazing, and you'll see growth in this show, guys. We have done a lot of growth, and this episode is going to be, man, I'm excited about this episode because it's more of a recap and some quick fire thoughts that are relevant to the time. And I don't know, what are your thoughts just with the quick fire question? How are you feeling going into we're into October now?
October.
Uh,
Almost.
Octobeard. That's why I have the beard going.
Year round for me.
It is year round for me. It's more. I can't get past the itch, the itchiness. Yeah, you're shaking it. Shaking like a salt shaker, baby. Shaking like a salt.
It's not even the whole thing, dude. This thing's like massive.
It's big. But we're into October now, and I'm excited for this. Changes. We're heading into the fall, and Disney at fall is wonderful. All the parks during this time of year, no matter where you're at, I don't know how overseas is, but I know East and West Coast. It's a beautiful time of year to be doing what we're doing and creating content, podcasting, talking to you, beautiful listeners and followers.
Bro, tell me this time of year. I just think of crunchy leaves. Tell me you don't just get jazzed when you step on a crunchy leaf. And it's just little things, man. It just crunches, perfect crunch under your boot. Oh, dude, my wife loves her pumpkin spice. I'm all about the crunchy leaves.
The crunchy leaves. No, I'm about that. And the reason is because I hope this year we actually get an Indian summer, because every other year about this time in the Pacific Northwest, it starts to rain really heavily. And if we get an Indian summer, we'll have a really nice Halloween where it'll be cold. It'll be a perfect fall Halloween. And while they're listening to, I have to plug it. I brought up Halloween. I have to plug it, right? The Halloween episode. We have a special guest coming on. That'll be we'll announce her come episode, I think, 11. I just gave a hint. It's a her. However, but we have a Halloween episode coming up. So before you go trick-or-treating with your family, put us on, enjoy the show, enjoy what's coming, because we have a great episode planned for that guest. And Josh and I have been jazzed about this idea. So guys, the fall though, getting back to fall, I love it because if we have the Indian summer Halloween, oh man, the crunchy leaves are everywhere. And there's this crunch, 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 crunch. I'm like, oh, this is the best. It's so wonderful.
It's absolutely the best. I can't. That's like a dumb, guilty pleasure. Is walking through some sick crunchy leaves.
Now that you said it, to be honest,
so good, bro.
I didn't even think about it. And for me, yeah, 100%, 100%. In the world of our Instagram, we're growing at a click, and we're hitting that 1K giveaway for the fall, because that's going to happen in the fall. We're speaking of fall. I'm just going to start plugging our shit because I can. We've made some claims. Let me clear some stuff up as we continue into our journey into your stuff. We made some claims on our Instagram that we have to live by now. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, I live by everything we say.
I stand on our business. I stand on the ground. We are the Pat McAfee of the Disney podcast sphere. So you are going to have unfiltered, unadulterated conversation. And if you don't like it, well, Josh, what did you say about Small World?
It fucking sucks.
It fucking sucks. That's my point
But
on
it
this.
sucks to be you.
It
If you
sucks
do
to be
not,
you. Yeah.
I mean, look, if you don't, like our content, there's a space for you somewhere else. It's all good. We definitely have a unique audience, that a unique community, and you have to have some humor in your life. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. You got to have a little bit of a TVMA, little bit of a mature attitude, especially when you're coming from a military veteran background. I mean, we talk how we talk. We love Disney, and those two things we find to be a unique, funny combination.
It is.
You don't have many podcasts that talk Disney that get a little unhinged like we do, especially when Small World's brought up, because I'll start throwing fists.
See, and that's how I feel about if they ever talk about closing our canoes, I'm going to be pissed. You want to see a little short Irishman get pissed? Yeah, that'll be this guy. The fact is, guys, is I'm a Marine, and that's ingrained into me through and through. We drink like nobody else. We cuss like nobody else. We fight like nobody else. The old adage was we drink, fucking fight. And I still live by that, obviously, in some adages. But the idea is I love Disney, and I love the tiki culture, as you can tell behind me, Pirates, Mansion, everything about that. Fantasia, anything that you see behind me or that you hear me talk about, that's my life. I love it. I volunteer at a fucking radio station because I love radio. I love talking to the people, masses. And with someone like Josh, dude, being from the Air Force, we have nothing but endless fucking banter and Disney stories.
I have to dumb it down sometimes, but that's just what it is.
You know what I have? I have a dry erase marker. No,
keep that thing away from your mouth, bro.
But the fact is, guys, is we tend to be that over the top Pat McAfee style show, and that's what you're going to get here. And that's why I said in my Instagram post, you go back, I was an unhinged creative person when I left the other place I was at. I had to become free, and freeing to me is being me like this. You don't like it? Oh well. There's a space for you, like Josh said, but everyone is welcome here. We want you all to see the TVMA. Well, next episode, future, we'll put the TVMA to start. We'll have it up here, and when that happens, then you really know the journey's begun. But yeah, MA mindset, dude. So, all right. What? Any other housekeeping topics we want to get to, but on the topic of fall? Because the fall, I guess the Pat McAfee thing is like the fall of where we started to the rise of where we're beginning.
Yeah, I just think with this 1K giveaway, man, that I'm super pumped about it. But I watch our growth daily, and it just reminds me that I gotta get my shit together and make sure I'm good to go, because I could blink and wake up tomorrow and be having to give shit away. So
I know. I've
already started collecting, but
we have a few things.
Here's the thing, man. People do giveaways all the time.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love watching people give stuff away.
Yeah.
We are naturally giving people.
Yeah.
And to give stuff away for 1K on Instagram, when you look at the grand scheme of things, is like ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous.
Really ridiculous.
We just feel like doing it because there's 1,000 of you out there who support us on Instagram by following us, liking our stuff, and chatting us in the comments and stuff like that. And we just want to give you shit. Yeah. I mean, because we can and we want to.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, if in the military, and we're going to start ingraining more of the military talk in our life too. I gotta raise my chair. I feel a little short. My hands. I talk with my hands. I'm like Walt. I talk with my hands. So it's like if you see me down here, you see you're like me. So no, it's true. For me, it's truly an idea that up here it sounds asinine to be giving a bunch of stuff away on a 1K giveaway on Instagram. That's something you usually do on like YouTube or YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook combination where it's like 4,000 people. No, we're doing it simply because in the military, and I know in the Marine Corps, for me, you always gave back. You volunteered in some way. I know I volunteered security stuff for like marathons on the base, for concerts. You always gave back in some way, and that was also the way I was raised. But to give back to the people who support us, man, that's more joy in my world. I'm spending my money. I don't give a shit. It's my money that
No.
I want to give to you all. I have people like already said, hey, yeah, I want to donate to this because you guys are actually going to try. You're going to make waves, and we're already making waves. At 1,000 people, Josh, we're 2 months in, 3 months in at this about.
Two
At
and some
when this,
change.
yeah,
Yeah.
and 1,000 people in that time, that's pushing. Not a lot of people push. I'm watching people in our groups grow every day, 300, 400 in different
Yeah.
niches.
No, yeah,
And
that's awesome, man. I just can't. That feeling like we were talking about crunchy leaves, bro. There's something about giving away shit that brings people joy that it just amps me up. And that's people don't realize, bro. We're talking hundreds of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Worth of stuff.
Fun giveaway thing that I'm going to throw in there.
Yeah.
For all you Cars fans and Planes fans.
Dude, what is that?
It's Blackout.
Hey, let me enter in that, man. Let me get a little entry in that.
Right?
That's sick. That's sick.
But little stuff like this. I mean, guys, it's not going to be big to start, but stuff like this, you're like,
no, we're just giving away good stuff.
We're giving away fun stuff because we know a lot of you guys have kids, and if it's not for you, it's going to go to your kids, and that's the big thing. Like another fun thing that I have, like, look at this. Look, I'm just showing away giveaway shit.
Dude.
I mean,
I want that too. All right.
See?
That's sick.
I mean, stuff like that, guys. It's because it's coming from the heart. Like I have stuff like cast exclusive Oswald ears.
That's sick.
Right?
That's really sick. Yeah. Damn. I might have to make some fake accounts and try to get involved in this.
Right. See, guys,
win my own stuff.
But the fact is we want you all to be involved. We want you guys in giving away stuff. And it might cost a little shipping. It might take a little time, but you will get your stuff. But I don't care about it because, well, that's what we do. And guys, this is a shameless plug. Postage just went up. Find cut rate shipping. I use Pirate Ship for my stuff. As Josh just knows, he just got the stickers in. Our wonderful stickers. Oh, you have them on you? Mine are in my backpack. I carry them with me everywhere I go.
I keep that thing on me, bro. Hang on. They're one of these drawers. Yeah.
But so we just released our stickers. And again, Operation Magic West to East. We do, like, the idea of sharing. Look at that. Look, boom. 100 countsies.
Boom. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to Disney World if this episode airs, which I think it'll air before. If you're listening to this and you see me, bro, these I'm not bringing these to bring 100 back. These are givesies. I'm passing it. You know, take 2 puffs, pass it down the line. That's what I'm doing. I'm handing them out. I'm giving them to whoever. I don't even care if you follow the show. You're gonna know about the show. Yeah. When I'm waiting in line for an hour, I'm gonna chop it up with you. I'm gonna give you a sticker, give your kid a sticker, and we're gonna go have some fun. So
yeah, and guys, we want you to have these experiences. We don't, again, giving stuff away. Josh will probably give all those away at Disney World, and he'll be like, "Hey, we got to order more."
Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna go. I'm not coming back with stickers. I'm gonna keep 5 for myself. Yeah, and then I'm gonna probably 10. I'm giving away 90 stickers.
Yeah. So guys, that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, we want to give stuff away because we can. And that's, again, we're not here to make a boatload of money off of y'all. We just want you to support us, right? Yeah. If you go support us at our, again, another shameless plug. I'm getting all the plugs up before we get going. It's really funny. We're 15 minutes in. I plugged the Halloween show. Everything. I've plugged stickers. I've plugged our giveaway. But I'm also going to plug our merch. Our merch, guys, it's relatively cheap right now. In the future, it may go up. It may stay cheap where it's at. But the idea is we're not trying to make a lot of money off you. Any money that we make from it goes right back into the show, goes back toward you guys, and eventually we'll put us both in the parks with you at the same time, chopping it up, having a great time. And you'll get to chop it up with both of us, not just one of us at once.
Yeah.
And so you go to operationmagic.printful.me, and there's our store. Yep, click. Oh. Buy.
Yeah. Wrap your Christmas presents this year. If To be honest with you, one of the best things I think you can do to support us is probably the wrapping paper.
Oh, the
And
wrapping paper.
it's kind of funny, but what it does more than anything else is get our show out there a little bit more. People are going to be like, what the hell is this wrapping paper? And you can explain. I follow these two veterans on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And more people learn about the show. The wrapping paper is like, I think, an awesome way to buy something pretty cheap, wrap people's presents in it, and, you know, introduce them to this wonderful podcast.
Yeah, you know, it'd be even funnier if we had people who wanted to get in touch with us and say, "Hey, can I get 100 of those stickers?" and purchase the stickers, and then put their final touch of their wrapping paper with the stick, boom, right there on it.
Right there on it.
You know, we have wrapping paper on there. We actually have a Christmas sweater, which I'm probably going to end up buying.
I am too. I'm actually about to go on a shopping spree on our own shopping stuff. So. On our own merch.
Well, yeah, definitely. There's, oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Last thing, then we'll get started. For real.
Yeah, for real.
Christmas episode, we need to both be rocking the sweater.
I think so. So I need to get my.
How perfect is that?
I need to get together.
We need to buy the sweater in time for Christmas, and both be repping the sweater for our Christmas release episode. That'd be so great. I'll wear a hat, the whole 9 yards, bro.
We got a couple months, but yeah, I'm in. I'm totally in on it.
I'm all for the theme stuff, man.
Hey guys, I'm in on this. Thank you guys again for coming and joining us. If you're just joining, you are into the cesspool of what is our show, Operation Magic. I'm James. This is Josh.
Have a good night. See you. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. No. I just want to bring you all back up to speed because the idea is that first 15 minutes, guys, that's our house cleaning, and that's his first beer. But the fact is, let's get into your trip. I want to know, because you just went to Epic Universe, just opened. You also did HHN.
I did.
And
I did.
Let's start HHN, because you had not so glowing of a review, but you had a review for it. And then same thing with Epic. So what is going on and their lack of your glowing reviews?
Okay. I'll start with HHN. HHN Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Orlando has 10 houses, 10 haunted houses you can go to. First problem is without spending extra money to bypass the lines, it's very difficult to make all those 10 houses.
Okay.
The park opens at 6:30 and you have until 2 a.m. Now, those lines, on average, at least when we went, it's going to vary for anybody else. For us, we were waiting about an hour and a half to 2 hours per house. Okay. And then you want to ride whatever rides are open, whatever. But the houses themselves are really well done. I mean, it's Universal Studios, right? We're talking movie makers. You know what I mean? So obviously their attention to detail is top notch when it comes to if you're going into a Terrifier house that's themed off Terrifier. You're going to get like you're in the movie.
You're like Art the Clown.
Yeah. And there's great Art like there's actors that are playing Art the Clown. I think I saw 10 total throughout the whole house, and they do a phenomenal job. My issue is how the lines are set up. It's a constantly moving straight line behind the next person in front of you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's been like this forever. I mean, every year I've gone, it's the same system, and you can see every like jump scare and every kind of thing that's going on out in front of you, right? And there's some hidden corners, and sometimes they'll get you. But me, I've struggled with, and it might be just being in the military and dealing with real world stuff. Anything fake, when I know it's inherently fake, never ever gets to me. It can be creepy, it can be a little bit jarring, but it's never like I'm getting jump scared or I'm getting scared.
That was the one thing when I went to Knott's Scary Farm that I really loved about that Knott's did. They made it to where you didn't know, like walking through like to get to the attractions. Okay, yeah, you kind of knew. You got blurry, dude. There you go.
I thought I was buzzed off half a beer, man.
I thought, dude, that is what it looks like when you start drinking with a bunch of Marines right there. You get, whoa, or a big Irishman like him. But the idea is, they out in the walkways when you get into attractions, you see the people and that were scaring you, but you get into the mazes and the attractions, they didn't put that stuff out in front of you. They wanted you to be terrified, and you would think Universal would want the same.
Yeah, so Terrifier had a option at the very end, and you knew this going in. It says you may get wet, right? So I'm thinking if you've seen the Terrifier movies, you know that it's nothing but blood and gore and guts and very graphic, but not very scary. Okay, it's just a violent movie. So I'm thinking they're gonna spray blood on me, like fake blood, you know.
Right.
And we chose at the end you could choose a wet or a dry exit. And my wife and I both agreed beforehand. We're like, we're here. We paid this much money. We're getting the full. Like, I want to be soaked in blood when I walk out of here, right? And you walk through the tunnel, and it's just various streams of water. And if you wanted to, you could just easily walk around them and exit the thing. You know, I was hoping they'd take the option of like, even if it had been like a wall of water, it'd been better, right?
Right.
So my wife, she's dodging them. I'm hitting every one because I chose wet. So I'm just standing there under each thing of water. And it kind of killed it for me, man. You know, a few years ago, Halloween Horror Nights had Black Phone House.
Yeah.
And Black Phone I saw in theaters. It was a very eerie, creepy movie. So I'm like, Blumhouse, Black Phone, all right, this is going to be good. That was the most scared I've been at Universal because they had a stairway. And if you remember the movie, if you're listening, you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, where you have to walk out of the basement up some stairs, and the guy's sitting in his mask with his shirt off, just holding his bat and hitting the ground or hitting in his hand. And they had somebody up there doing that, and you have to walk up the stairs to them. And that was the only time I thought, like, okay.
I don't feel so good about this.
I don't feel so great about doing that. But you know, the Jason Voorhees house was okay. You know, my wife and I made a video on her channel, and we made a list of what we expected would be our top house and what we thought would suck and what we thought would be okay. The one that was like Viking culture, that's like a unique, like, you know, it's not like off of a movie, ended up being the best house. It was really well done. And then, you know, in that culture, there's all kinds of crazy monsters and, you know, a lot of shit going on there. And that was pretty gnarly. But the whole, I mean, you're talking a lot of money, bro, to get in there. And look, fight me if you want. The food at Universal during Halloween Horror Nights is ass. It is shit.
It was bad.
It's all themed food, which is fine. Like they had a mozzarella, like a pizza skull, right? Where it's just cheese and pepperoni in it. But that everything else, I mean, it's just we ate two pizza skulls the whole night. That's all we ate. And it just sucks.
I saw a video on Instagram the other day on Reels of somebody who walked up to like the WWE, you know, Uncle Howdy's, you know, whatever their food thing was, and it was like two little things, and the burger didn't look very good, and like the dessert was like the best thing. So it's like it looked like fair food, carnival food from what I saw.
It was bad. I don't care what people say. You can fight me in the comments. That's fine. I'll glove up. It did not hit. I guess I'm thinking of money value wise. I'm going, okay. So it's marketed as the picture's 3 skulls, right? And then I'll quit talking about these stupid fucking pizza skulls. It was 3 skulls, $9. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, well, you get 3 skulls, right? And he's like, oh, they're $9 per skull. And I'm
what the piss?
I'm like, yo, what? Okay, because I was telling my wife, I'm like, oh, we'll get 2 3-packs. You're gonna eat my 2. I'll smash the other one. You know what I mean? Look, I'm not afraid of food. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So, but yeah, the food missed for me. And then we're trying to make it to the houses, and we didn't get to all of them. We got to probably 5 of the houses. The WWE house was kind of cool, but again, it's like just copy and paste kind of feeling, you know?
Yeah.
And I know HHN has a big culture, a big fan base behind it. It's just not. It's just not for. I
For
feel like
me,
low level farms do
right,
a
right.
better job.
Oh yeah, 100%. Corn mazes and all. I mean, for me, I think with it being Universal, you wouldn't want to lean so much into WWE, or you want to lean into your own IP. Like, you have that big ass Psycho house. Lean into Norman Bates a little bit more. Lean into like walking through the hotel and having that weird feeling that someone is fucking watching you.
Yeah,
Something. Do something with your own IP, because you have legendary characters for horror, period, from the 30s on forward. Why are you not diving into that and using your best foot? Like, I don't know what they are. They're Imagineers, as we'll call them, like Disney calls them. But what is their Imagineering Corps doing over there in their creative side that wouldn't, like, this just doesn't make sense? When you're the masters of movie,
yeah. I think, like I said at first, the sets themselves are beautiful. I'll
right,
give them that. They did a great job at setting up the houses. The themings were great. It's the scare factor that is just non-existent.
right,
It's just not there. I had more fun in the scare zones out in front of the houses. They've got there's a Left for Dead house, back
right,
there. They've got all kinds of people walking around and scaring you and just interacting with you. I got a few great selfies with just giant like bird death creature looking thing. Um,
that's
but
rad.
still, it's not. It's just not. It's not scary. And I get it.
Right,
You've got
right,
a wide range of ages and demographics and whatever going there. You got to make it appeal to the masses. Um, but my suggestion would be to Universal to do your same thing for HHN, your 10 houses, and make one that you got to sign a waiver for.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
one that your hardcore adrenaline junkies, you're the ones that are getting on a velocicoaster over and over again, the ones that are like, dude, scare me,
right,
terrify me, you make me cry when I'm leaving this thing. um, have something separate in the backlot corner where you got to walk to it and it's dark and it's
yeah.
eerie.
Make
That's kind of
it
my idea of like to
make
make
it
it
like Hill Valley from Back to the Future, to like a post-apocalyptic. You're walking into 1985, where Biff Tannen has just destroyed everything, but make it like more like eerie and like flickering lights and dark corner, and just make it something. Make it to where I'm walking out of there where I have shit my pants from all the greasy grossness that I've eaten all day. Yeah, make that happen.
never seen that before. But yeah, I wish they'd do something special in the scare department. That would make me feel special. I want something where my wife's gonna go, you go ahead. I'm not doing that.
Well,
Now I know
and
I'm getting into some. And then my wife, she gets scared pretty easily.
right,
So if she's doing all of them with me, I know for sure I'm not having. There's nothing for me. You know,
right, right.
nothing
No,
for me.
100%. No, and my thought is kind of, you have to take a page out of Disney's book, because you hit something very, very crucial. HHN has a huge array of ages, like Disney does. So,
Yeah,
and this is one thing I saw that Disney does well with anything they do, whether it's Oogie Boogie or Mickey's Not So Scary. They have something that's specifically for specific ages. It's settled off. And Universal, what they're trying to do, they're trying to mix it all to where everybody feels included. And inclusion is great, but you need to have
not for fear.
something for fear that, no,
Yeah,
inclusion. I
inclusion's
don't want
great, but not for fear because everybody
no.
from every walk of life has some guys just like us
Yep.
who are like, get me in a terrifying house where I fear
Yes.
for my safety.
Yeah. Put me in there to where I'm swinging. I want to come out swinging, like I'm fighting for my fucking life at the end of the day.
Yeah, I
Because
want to be scared.
I want to be scared.
That's the whole
And
point.
I know at the end of the day I'm going to come out fine, but I want to feel like, all right, that was the best part of the whole night. I
Yeah.
know I have to do that. And I guarantee
Halloween
you,
horror nights.
yeah,
Horror.
I know of movies that you go to these big, these drive-in theaters, and you watch the scary movies, and they have actors that are better than the people that are at the movie, at Universal. And so my point is like, you look at Disney, they do something for everybody. They have the attractions open, they have the parades, they have, your meet and greets, your treat trails. But the one thing they lack is that fear factor. And the one thing they do well with that thrill is Villains Grove. They make you feel scared. But when you go to Disney, you want that Disney magic of the Disney scare. When you go to Universal, you want the Universal fucking. I want to feel like my heart. If I have heart problems, I should not be going through that haunted house.
Yeah, I mean they have those signs, but they're for not. I mean, you could be perfectly fine. I mean, it's not like I look at my tax bill and get more scared. So
right.
I'm like I'm just hoping that one day, they make something special, a one-off to the side for people like me, people like you who would like to be a little bit more scared.
I'm going to throw. Let's play a little game real fast.
Okay.
With this idea.
Okay.
So, we're going to say we have an infinite budget.
Okay.
And we have the whole library at our disposal.
I know exactly where I'm going.
Okay, what would you do?
Jeepers Creepers.
Okay, all right.
I'm going Jeepers Creepers. That monster is top 5 most terrifying monsters to grace film, in my opinion. His lore is insane. The kills he has on screen are epic.
Okay.
He looks terrifying. A clown does not scare me.
No.
A ancient death machine scares me. And if you got somebody to play that character in a haunted house setting that was similar to the movies, I would be scared.
You know what I would do? This is a little. You could go. I have 2. You could go.
Have you seen Jeepers Creepers?
I have.
Bro,
I have.
His dungeon with all the
dude.
eyes and skin and.
Don't get me wrong.
Get me the fuck out of there. I'd be from.
Actually, I have 3 really good ones. So 2 actually, I would take the unlimited budget that I have, and I would bring back classic monsters. I would do 1 with the Wolfman and the creature from the Black Lagoon, have it set around the lagoon, and have you go through the forest, feeling like you're being chased by the Wolfman, and then having to do with the creature as well. The other one would be the Phantom and Dracula. Go into a Dracula type of house, but have the Phantom style music playing and have the Phantom be your scare. And Dracula, I mean, you can't go wrong with those 2. And then lastly, Resident Evil.
I have something to add whenever you're done.
All right, take the Resident Evil, the first 2. I wouldn't go anything after the first 2, director's cut style, and set up take the Psycho House and set it up as the mansion that you're going through in those movies or those games, and have all of the gore and the zombies. All right, what'd you go?
You know what movie we can add into that? That's not horror per se.
What's that?
But when I say the movie, your brain's gonna start thinking.
Turning, okay.
Everything we just said, we add in the movie Inception.
Oh.
If we have unlimited budget, you're going through Wolfman, you're getting chased, you reach the exit, only to enter into another house, and you have no idea when the exit is actually the exit.
Oh, that almost like a multiverse scenario, like a Doctor Strange opening a portal that you
you come up to an exit and there's 3 doors.
Oh, the choose your own
that lead you to different paths, and it's like a maze within a haunted house.
Oh God, oh my God, dude.
Bring back the magic, some wet spaghetti for your ass right there.
Yeah, dude, no, that's Operation Magic. Like, what? Like
Just
that's
calling out their slogan. Such a good
yeah. We did
analogy. See what
we
sticks.
did. I didn't want to use their term. We had to come up with our own. But yes, we kind of wet
Yeah.
spaghetti'd it. But if you guys know, we are big fans of Bring Back the Magic, and their wet spaghetti segments. If you go back and watch
Goated.
any of theirs, dude, go do it.
Josh has a great idea for villain land. Go, you gotta
Villain
watch
Slaying,
that.
yeah, the Underworld. Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
Underworld. Yeah,
that idea is go back and watch any of those. And I that's why I kind of got this idea was from our good friends over there.
how good
You
would that
know,
be? Infinite, not
oh
infinite, of
god,
course. You got to end it,
you got
but
to end it, but
but
you
if
have to
the
have
only instructions were like, listen, this process, if you do it on average, is going to take you an hour.
yeah.
You want to be scared? This house is going to take you an hour. Once you enter, there will always be a clear path forward with multiple ways to
Yep.
you'll no matter what you choose, you'll always find your way out. You're not going to get lost, but that would be where you could take classics into gore, into different alien. You can do all kinds of crazy shit if you had no worry for money.
The only thing you'd have to worry about is contractual and IP obligations of what you're using.
Fucking well, we got the budget, pay for it,
right? Yeah, right. But Resident Evil, to me, Resident Evil has always been one of those things. When I heard HHN, I'm like, dude, why are you not tapping into the original Scare game? Why are you not tapping into that?
Who do you think has the worst zombies, bro?
Ooh,
like Walking Dead, Resident Evil. What zombies do you think that if you woke up and the apocalypse happened and it's a zombie apocalypse, what would you not want to deal with?
Neither. I think.
Well, out of all the zombies, there's two movies
Resident
that
Evil
terrify me. I could handle those.
Maybe. All right.
I'm talking I Am Legend.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
And what's it called with Daisy?
Oh god.
Yeah. The ones where they're climbing the wall and they're all stacking on each other and they reach for the helicopter and shit. Like Walking Dead to me I loved, but if you're a slow moving zombie, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh yeah.
I'm big chilling. I mean, it will be scary protecting my family in a zombie apocalypse, but if you are at a walking pace, you have to find yourself in some weird positions to get killed. Right. But if you're faster than me, I'm chopping it up to
or you could always be the 1980s B-rate, horror films where you see them running and jumping off of a minor trampoline to get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
That we could be that.
Could be that. Yeah. But yeah, that's my HHN experience, bro. I give the food a rating of a D, and I give the houses a rating of a C+.
Okay, all right. So Epic. So I've heard so much talk on Epic Universe. I've seen video of it being so epic that people do epic things to themselves. However, fact of the matter is they've already had a death in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just, condolences to that dude.
Yeah, condolences, 100%.
And his family, man. I mean,
it's terrible.
I learned how that happened today, actually. They figured out what happened, and it's just tragic freak scenario. So.
Yep. But the fact is that's going to taint them for a long time as well, because as we know, when you're a new park opening, something of that catastrophe, that sets you back, because you now have to go ask yourselves, is everything here going, we made it so epic, did we make it too epic?
So for me, in that instance, with that a gentleman passing away on that ride, with it being no mechanical fault of the roller coaster, I would ride that coaster again. I did ride it 2 weeks before he got on.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
So at first, it was reported that it was blunt force trauma, and my first thought goes, like everybody else, a piece of the ride came off and unfortunately struck him, and that terrified me, because I'm like, dude, I just got off this thing. But he, what I believe, he's paralyzed. He was in a wheelchair, and he had upper body function. He was like pretty stout arms, you know what I mean, being in a wheelchair. But reportedly he passed out on the ride. He had been on it like 11 times.
Oh
He
gosh.
passed out, and when you're paralyzed, you lose. Even if we pass out, our bodies still keep us somewhat like we're gonna get kind of ragdolled,
Right.
but he had no support.
Oh yeah.
So that blunt force trauma is coming from the lap bar, coming from the back of the seat, and
Because he had passed out.
that ride is violent. I mean, it'll toss you around for sure. So, um, and the last thing I'll say on his unfortunate passing is, I saw a lot of comments targeting the employees, like, why didn't you do something? Guys, remember these employees are kids mostly.
Yeah.
We're talking like you press a button, make sure everybody's good, check the restraints, send them on their way. It's a pretty seamless system. They're not first responders, they're not medics, they're not firefighters. Those
They're not
poor
like someone
people
like us
have
who
to,
would.
yeah, they have to deal with that
Yeah.
image forever, and they'll probably never work in an amusement park again.
No, probably never.
So,
And here's the other thing, guys. This is coming from someone who did work at a theme park. He's 100% right. 90% of the people that work at theme parks, the turnover is within 3-6 a year. And that's usually how that works out. And they're usually teenagers coming in. My scenario is very different than many others, but the fact is I also, in that case, I would have been able to recognize, hey, sir, you've been on this quite a bit. Are you feeling okay? So
right.
you have, but and the general population, because I have that training, they don't, and I'm pretty sure in the future they'll implement something for that to say, hey, if you see this person coming through multiple times, maybe give them a hard, hey, we're going to have you take a break for the future.
Yeah.
But how could have they've known? And you can't place that on those workers. That is not their
No,
fault.
you can't. No.
That's not their fault. That is not their place, and it's an unfortunate thing that happened. And I truly feel for this gentleman's family. And I'm happy that nothing has happened to anybody else. But
Yeah.
with that being said, let's get into your review. I do want to say from Operation
Sure.
Magic to his family, we support your loss, and we grieve with you because we want nothing but positive experiences at any theme park, because that is what Magic is all about.
Yeah, we don't want anybody getting hurt at parks, that's for sure.
No, 100%.
So walking into the park, blown away.
Okay.
Blown away. It's just like Universal, but better. They took time with their entryway. The whole layout is themed really well, and it really is a beautiful park. My push-up challenge video, I did it in the middle grass area by the fountains. Just such a vibe. Big vibe. One thing I noticed, which I'll notice in Disneyland too, is I'm so accustomed to Disney World, Universal Studios, and Islands of Adventure being so big.
Okay.
Epic Universe is very small. It's 100 acres, I think, which is not a big park.
It's about the size of DCA.
That's what I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you could fit Disneyland in Magic Kingdom's parking lot.
Yeah.
So, for perspective on size. Now, we went to the Dark Universe section first.
Okay.
And rode a Frankenstein-inspired like monsters.
Ooh, I heard
ride.
that. I heard that was supposed to be really good.
So it set the bar high. I mean, the ride was. I'm thankful that they took a page out of most people complaining. Like the original Harry Potter ride has the same ride mechanic. It's a big arm, and you sit in a little 4-seater going across, and it just moves you through the ride, right? But Harry Potter, the OG one in Islands of Adventure, is very screen dependent. And it was the first screen system of its time. I mean, you were in these screen bubbles essentially during the ride, doing Quidditch matches and whatever. There was more actual animatronics and more stuff, real stuff that you're going through.
Okay.
But the ride itself, I was waiting for that like adrenaline moment. We're going to go fast. We're going to drop. We're going to get tossed around a little bit. It was just kind of mild in that department. Right.
Okay.
So that ride was pretty cool. We rode the roller coaster over there. That's for kids basically. I barely fit on that fucking thing, bro. I
I
mean,
bet.
I mean, barely fit, and it was over in 20 seconds. Um, quick. We waited 45 minutes for that ride. So
Wow.
we'll never ride that again. That was I forget the name of it, but it was like whatever. We didn't know it was for kids. Um, so everything else, let's go to Harry Potter. It's set in Paris. The theming
Okay.
restaurant is French food. Um, food was awesome. Okay, sit down restaurants at Universal places are always good. I mean, Universal Studios has an NBC bar
Sorry.
bar and
Sorry,
grill.
my
No, you're good.
phone.
Oh, finally, you look better right there.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
sorry, dick. No, I had to fix my phone. My phone
Oh,
was
you're
about to
good.
die, and I don't want my phone to die. So
No, we never. Yeah, that's it. I had and the show by myself. Don't want to do that.
yeah, you would have to. That'd be terrible. But anyways,
So we had lunch in Harry Potter, and it was good. And we are Harry Potter nerds, my wife and I.
okay.
So little back lore there, real quick. We waited for the opening of Harry Potter in Islands of Adventure years ago. Years
Okay.
ago, we waited 8 hours. So that's how long we are willing to dedicate for Harry Potter Red.
Fair, all
So we
right, that's
waited
fair.
two. We waited 2 hours for the Ministry of Magic, bro. When I tell you that queue is the most immersive queue I have ever been in. I mean, I had more fun waiting in line than I did on the damn ride. The ride is shit. I'm sorry. The ride is shit. It's a Tower of Terror style car.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm thinking, I don't know anything about the ride, and I refuse, might be a hot take, mild take, whatever. I refuse to YouTube or Google stuff after it comes out too extensively because I want to still be kind of surprised.
Right.
So I saw the ride car design online. I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking Tower of Terror in my head. It's the same lap belt, same car, but it's attached to another arm, and it's super screen heavy. There are no drops. There's no nothing. It just takes you through the ministry, and you watch the fighting as you progress through,
Oh
and
gosh.
the ride's over. So we got
All
off of
that
that.
all that way
Yeah,
for nothing.
we got off of that pretty disappointed. Like, damn. I mean, thought this was gonna be epic, you know. And so that was. But again, well done as far as like I'm talking. My disappointment comes from the feeling I get on the ride,
Okay.
not from the immersiveness. The immersiveness is top notch. I mean, you feel like you're right there in the fight, but the ride itself very mid, lower than mid.
Okay.
You know, and then
So they're banking on the screen technology than they are over the ride.
for that ride, yeah, 100%.
Okay. Okay.
And you can take your little. I mean, you could take a small kid on this. You know, if they're tall enough, they won't be scared at all. It's perfectly fine. There's
Oh
no
wow.
dropping, no nothing. Um, that's what I like about Disney, and we'll tie more into that in a second. But you have those outlets of like, all right, we have the Tower of Terror, right? You know, you get dropped on your ass, you lift back up and drop on your ass again, and that's thrilling. So I'm waiting on that thrill part of it.
Right.
Um, then we hit up Stardust Racer, the roller coaster.
Okay.
That shit blew me away. It's a dueling coaster,
All right.
and for once, they actually take off together. In my experience, when Universal used to have the Dueling Dragons coaster, blue side would take off whenever they're ready, and red side would take off whenever they're ready. And you never got the true experience
Of it
later on in its
dueling. Yeah.
years
Yeah.
of it dueling typically. Sometimes you would, most times you wouldn't, in my experience. Okay. So they launch us together. And bro, one side flips over you, and I swear you can high five another dude. I mean, you are
That's
close.
that's rad.
I saw somebody's shoe. I felt like this. I mean, it was insane. And I'm tall, so that ride makes me like, ooh, like duck down
You
some,
get someone with long legs. You're getting karate kicked in the face.
dude. So that was intense. That was really fun.
Not like camping.
No, no, and it broke down a lot. That was when we saw it was broken down when we first got there. It got put
Right.
back online. It broke, and then that's the ride that gentleman passed away on. Then we hit up Mario World, Nintendo World. I call it Mario World because that's what Nintendo is to me. It's Mario.
Yeah, Mario,
Um,
100%.
and the one ride we wanted to go to Epic for was closed.
Oh no.
Donkey Kong. So
Oh
Donkey Kong has a roller
no.
coaster. It's a roller coaster, and it's
What?
the whole thing that I found so cool was there's a broken track, and they make you believe that you're flying over the broken track.
That's sick.
And I'm like, that's fucking sick because you can't even see the ride mechanism.
Right.
It's like hidden. So to you, you're just over the
Doing the Donkey
tracks.
Kong experience.
Right. So that being closed, we were like, oh, that's lame. So we did some other stuff in there. The land is immersive. You feel like you're in Nintendo. That's cool. All the immersiveness is an A+. It's next level immersion. The food. My wife waited in line for a pineapple. Had a big ass cone like this, right?
Oh wow.
All right, and you had a cone, okay, but they put the ice cream in a small bowl, placed on top of the cone.
Makes no sense.
Why would you do that? Fill my shit up with pineapple ice cream, bro.
It makes no sense.
So that was kind of a letdown. But me being 36 and a vibe guy, the bars, great.
Oh yeah.
Great bar atmosphere, live music. You can have that anywhere, and I'm in. I'll be there for an hour, 2 hours, whatever.
Right.
So I posted a little snippet while I was there of the bar I was in, hanging out with those guys playing on stage. And what else, man? My wife and I determined that the park is geared towards 8 to 12-year-olds
Right.
in our eyes, except for the outlier of the roller coaster, Stardust Racer. Everything else was very much kid friendly, which is cool. But when we hear Epic Universe is another addition, just like Universal and Islands of Adventure, they're dominated by adrenaline seeking rides.
Okay, that makes sense.
Universal's got the Hulk, which is a launch coaster, which is crazy. It's got Velocicoaster, which is arguably the best roller coaster in America, if not the world, in my opinion. But overall, biggest takeaway is the magic, the feeling of like Disney has that. Disney doesn't have those thrill rides really like Universal does.
No.
But it has something that keeps me wanting to go there over Universal.
And it's the immersiveness of the attention to detail, I think. The attention to detail of all the small things. And, some of the
You got
attractions.
close. All the small things. I hear small and I start tweaking a little bit.
Yeah, I know. No. So you look at certain things like you walk down Main Street. You're not going to feel that at Universal. There's something about that. You see bars at Universal. You see
tattoo shop, donut shop,
big fast food brands there, really, quote unquote. But then you get a place like, say, Disney, you don't get that. You get that old school feel. Now, I do remember a time when McDonald's was a sponsor and Pepsi was a sponsor and Coca-Cola XYZ, right?
Of course.
But I remember all of that, but it wasn't like it was fast food, like Panda Express in your face sort of idea. So you don't get that idea so much, but it's also the details of going to a trash can, for example, and they have engraved pieces on the outside of adornments. Like it's a feel, it's a vibe, like you said. And you go to, say, Universal, and a trash can has a sticker on the side of it, and you don't want a sticker on the side of on your trash can when you're trying to eat off of it. And I saw today, Disney is going toward stickers on some of their stuff, and I don't know what that is, but you're taking away the magic. That's not what we don't want. That we don't want a sticker on this. I don't mind eating on a Disney trash can, but you put a sticker on the side of it.
I do it every time I go because of the Disney trash can. Listen, hey,
Yeah.
Disney, this is the only sticker you can put on a trash can, buddy. Okay? This
Right there,
here.
yes. Yeah.
I eat off that trash can. But no, you're right, man. Like that is, you can cut funds elsewhere besides your trash can stickers. Doesn't seem
Right. I mean, these
the whole
adornments have been there.
culture
Yeah,
behind
it
trash can.
is. Disney is its own culture of trash cans. Now, California Adventure, some of them, yeah, I think they do have stickers on them. But the Disneyland main park that's been that way for however long, in Walt Disney World for however that long, why are you fucking with a good thing to fuck it up even more? Why? Don't do it. Say what? Resist the vinyl stickers. I know they've become a big thing the last 10 years, guys. Resist, though. Resist the vinyl stickers.
Yeah, it's a step backwards, man.
Straight up.
It's something you would find, like, it's those little things that you don't think about while you're at Disney that is something that when you go and you see a stickered trash can and it's a cheaper looking trash can, it then brings attention to it. You know what I mean?
Well, especially something like the World Showcase. The
Yeah.
World Showcase. Why are you putting that? Because that's a beautiful logo. That star with the World Showcase around it, and it's everything that it's an endearing thing. So it shows all points. It talks about the World Showcase. It says World Showcase, obviously, but it's just something about it. You take that off those trash cans, it now just becomes a sticker on a wall, a fat head on your kid's wall for their favorite sports team.
So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to test
Yes,
your
sir.
Disney knowledge. You down with that?
All right, yeah.
Little quiz, just one question.
All right, what is it?
How far apart are Disney trash cans?
Oh crap! They're not very. I think they're 25 feet. I don't remember the exact number. What is it?
Oh, you're close. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah.
And Walt himself observed people
Yep.
dropping trash and made it
Yeah.
law for his park that they need to be
feet.
every 30 feet. There's got to be a trash can. And
I know the story. I just can't remember.
I never see trash in Disney. I never see trash in Disney.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. And that's the thing. You never see trash. And so I remember. So I can't remember the number, but I do know the story because Walt, what he said, he'd go to all these other theme parks, and he'd see trash on the ground. You walk, 30 feet, and every 30 feet there was a piece of trash. And he goes, well, that's the perfect place for mine. Every 30 feet, I'll place trash cans. So there's no reason. And I'll have janitors everywhere. And there's, I've asked questions on other shows, and I've asked maintenance guys and, and custodians, how, like, if we place a penny, when I worked there at least, if I place a penny under the trash can, will it be there next morning? They said 9 times out of 10, no, they will not be there. Because they clean that. From the time those gates shut at night to the time they open up to the public, when cast members are arriving to go get their attractions, that park isn't done being cleaned yet. It's being hosed down, stuff's still being polished, everything.
That reminds me of talking to that Sweep Spot podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweep Spot. I think it's two guys, right? Yeah, two Disney custodians that started their own podcast, and it actually is really good. I mean, their stories are awesome. But I wonder what their take would be on the trash cans changing. I bet they feel pretty hot about it.
For people that deal with that stuff every day, custodians and maintenance guys, that's got to be really, really annoying because you're also taking a job away from the machine shop. You're taking a job away from those people that do the working on those. And I get it. They might get beat up, and I get they need refurbishment, and it might be temporary. Who knows? This could be outrage for no reason. But fact of the matter is, it's happening, and it's being talked about. So
you can change the rides.
Yeah, all you want.
And you can argue Walt wouldn't have wanted that change. He was always an advocate for change.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact he wouldn't want his trash cans changed.
No, God, stickers.
No. There ain't no way.
If he was so specific to have them 30 feet apart, do you think you want that fuck with that man's trash cans that he specifically put rules out on? I don't think so. I don't think I'd want to. That's bad news bears, guys. The idea is, guys, is and all you guys, gals, boys, girls, teenagers. It's a TVMA for all of you who've been with us for the last hour. Um, we 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 understand change happens, but the fact is you don't want to fuck with Walt's stuff. Yeah, right. Perfectly behind you. You know.
Zippity doo dah, zippity yeah.
Well, even over here, I've got the mansion plushies behind me. It's
Hmm.
mansion overlay in California right now. You have Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
And so it's like there's all of this stuff that gets overlaid or changed over time. But if the man had an edict for trash cans because he wanted a cleanly park, I understand. Well, why are we outraged? The park's still cleanly, no, but it's the idea that there's magic behind those, and you start taking away little parts of what Walt touched or had an idea for, then you really start changing the culture of the park. And the one thing that Universal or Knott's or Six Flags parks that they don't have that Disney has, and this is the magic aspect, is the culture.
Hundred
You
percent.
it's a
And
culture thing.
you're probably gonna cost yourself more money because Disney's full of kids,
Yeah.
and kids like picking at stickers.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna have those stickers get damaged left and right.
Yep.
And then if you're talking, you want to maintain your image, and stickers are the image, you're gonna be replacing things like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, long are the days of hand painted stuff, and you know, sublimation is great on stuff. It'll last a while. But when you start adding stickers and taking away adornments that, yeah, it might suck. Hey, we have 3D printing now, guys. You can 3D print anything to look the way it needs and make it look the way. So not only are you adding a job for people by 3D printing, but you're also adding more work for artists to have to paint, and you're keeping people working, as opposed to one person. Oh, I'm just going to hit print, send it to the vinyl shop. The art shop's got it. They'll cut it out. We'll go plaster it and send it to the machine shop. Whatever we do, and oh, here it is. It's on trash can. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either.
It
And
makes it
that's a slippery slope in my opinion. It seems small, changing stickers, but if we change stickers and nobody says anything about the stickers, what do we then cheap out on next
right,
for
right.
cost?
Well, and again, I don't hold any bones with people, and I don't hold even on Instagram. I will butt heads with people if I feel like your view is skewed on something. And somebody brought up a good point. Like, why is it that has Imagineering just gotten lazy? Have the people, the creatives, gotten lazy? Because if you look, California, the last couple of years, they had Fantasmic, they had Murphy catch fire. Maintenance, I know, checks those daily, but what is it? It's freak stuff that happens. But why is it now that we don't have a Murphy? We have something different. Why not go fix Murphy and try and see what happened? Why not do that? Or look at a parade that just the parade that's happening there. They had a malfunction and it caused smoke for a malfunction within the float. Systems failing. It's because they're not checking or putting in the efforts they were, say, when Bob Gurr, Marty Sklar, Bob Weiss, uh, Tony Baxter, guys of that nature who were doing stuff were always like, hey, we need to stay on the forefront. And now they're waiting on technology to come to Disney. They're doing all this outside stuff for other parks, and they have to wait for the technology to come. And now they're having to discover kind of what Bob Gurr and all the other legendary Imagineers had to do and figure it out on their own until the technology comes, and it's blown up in their face because they didn't stay up on it, and it's going to start showing, like you said, you want to start cheaping out because you're blowing money out elsewhere, not looking at the things that got you to the dance to begin with.
100%. And that is the biggest takeaway from going to Epic.
Yeah.
And I'll continue. Like we aren't going to Epic again until my daughter gets old enough to enjoy it.
Right.
So that speaks volumes from a avid Universal enthusiast.
Right.
And Disney enthusiast. Like, I'm not going back.
No.
I have no desire to go pay to go back to Epic. I'm glad we did it. It was fun overall, but I'd rather be in Disney.
Oh, of course.
Or, Universal's got that thrill aspect. I do love me some Universal, but I go there with thrill in mind.
Right.
That's it. Simply thrill rides, and
Okay.
they do it right. And I think that was Universal's attempt at trying to mimic as close as they can to Disney World is Epic Universe
I can see that.
with the
100%.
immersion, more kid friendly stuff, not as crazy as the other parks. Um, and overall, done very well, but just not for me.
Right, right. No, 100%, man. So, what would you give your rating for Epic?
C plus,
C plus. Okay.
C plus.
Overall, seafood, everything. It's just C plus.
Yeah, food was good. Um, nothing to
Right home about.
nothing to write home about, man. Like, you would think, like I will die on this hill. There's nothing in Orlando, Florida, like Disney Springs
Yeah.
when it comes to being able to eat anywhere. I mean, people are coming just to Springs to just eat.
Yeah.
The restaurants there are insane to me. They're so
That's
good.
amazing. Yeah.
There's so many choices, and if you want to party, I mean, like at night, all kinds of people who aren't, I'm assuming Disney, they're club people. They're coming to
Oh
Disney
yeah.
Springs to just let loose, and hit the bars and have fun. And
That makes
that
sense.
I mean, Disney Springs to me is an A plus with entertainment, and I'd rather just spend a weekend there simply than Epic.
Oh
But
no, 100%, man. And that's how I'd feel about it too. It's like if you had the opportunity to do what you had to do, I mean, yeah.
yeah, we got to do it for the travel stuff. Go there and be able to talk
Right.
about it and know what's going on. But I will recommend it to people that have kids in that age demographic. But if you're
Right.
going as a couple, unless you're huge into that stuff, you'll have fun. We're just not that
Right.
big into that sphere. So
Yeah. No, man. I'm glad you went. I'm glad we were able to talk about it because I was
yeah,
interested. Um.
yeah, it
Now
wasn't bad. We had fun.
Now, guys, like we opened up the show, we're not done yet. We do have an outro that we're going to play for y'all here in just a couple minutes. So be prepared for that. We have something special at the back end of the show. Um, what are your closing thoughts? You have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, just one.
What's that?
The magic of Disney will never be touched by any other park. It reminds me of, in a very small way,
All right.
having a unique podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, where you can, you know, we are who we are. You can't. There's no way you can be us and replicate Operation Magic. There's no way you can replicate other podcasts that are uniquely their own.
No.
Um, and it's finding that your community and your passion with like-minded people. That's why our spot will be a spot for many people who are, similar interests and similar vibe.
Yeah.
And Disney is just unmatched, bro. And I'm a really clear thinker in that regard. I love Disney, but I think there are plenty of people who love it more, who are way more hardcore,
Oh yeah.
way more into it. And I'm into it. I'm just not into it like at that stratospheric level, right?
No.
So I went into Epic with a very open mind that they had a chance to convince me that this was the new kid on the block. This was the new thing. It would make me, if they did a good job, it would make me question, like, do I want to do 4 days at Disney, or do I want to do
Right.
3
Right.
or 2 and spend the other 2 at Epic, right?
And that's not even a question
But
in your mind.
hell no.
See, that's the unparalleled magic of Disney right there. And you hit the nail on the head.
1000%.
We are a uniquely different show. We are different than everybody else. But that's what makes this sphere so awesome because I love Disney. I'm one of those people that if I could live at Disney, if I lived by the parks, I'd probably be there all the time, doing whatever. There are people that homeschool their kids from Disney. I'm not at that level, but the idea is that my love knows no bounds, and it's one of those things that, like you said, that you were before you even went, that you were looking at like this could be an unparalleled match to Disney. We might be doing a couple days here, a couple days there. We'll see. And then you coming back and saying that just shows the overall power that Disney has as a theme park, as a park that is unmatched when it comes to little things. Like we mentioned, the stickers being a change, but even then, that's not enough to say, well, I'm not going to go to Disney for 4, 5, 6, 7 people who've never been to WDW 14 days because they want to experience all that it has to offer during their summer. The
Mm-hmm.
golf courses, the water parks, the theme parks, the downtown, their downtown Disney Springs life. All of that is its own immersion, and if you can't match that wise all the way across the park itself, there's no way in hell that Universal has all the capabilities, and that's the thing. So
Yeah.
That's like comparing us to other podcasts. That's a great example to help actually close up the show, because it's like every park and every theme park you go to is uniquely different, much like every podcast. Like we are, we're veteran based. We're the first of its kind. We're trailblazing assholes from the military that have a love for theme parks and Disney overall. But you look at someone like, Bring Back the Magic, or Yoho Daddio, and their Disney Dad podcasts were different grits of sandpaper. Like I said, my Instagram post, and that's how I feel about like Universal and Disney. You're a different grit of sandpaper, and one does the trick for somebody else, while the other does the rest. And
Right.
and Disney is just that. Disney is the do it for everybody, like sandpaper, where there's a small niche what will do Universal and say, yeah, I swear by it.
Even when you walk into Disney World and you have your Magic Band on and you scan it and it says welcome home.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like one small thing that you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
They just scan my ticket at Universal. I'm just on my way in, just like any other Six Flags or King's Dominion or whatever. There's no small little thing like during Halloween Horror Nights when you scan your ticket, something spooky should. I mean, how it can't be that hard to just go, boo,
boo, or like
something,
or
evil laugh,
something stupid. Give me
stupid and fun.
Welcome. Have
like we were geeking out when we scanned our Magic Bands when we first became DVC members.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it lights up purple instead of green, and we're like,
cool.
You see the purple fucking light? That's right.
I'm DVC.
Like, that made us feel
amazing.
A little bit special, man. And then that same mindset is littered through the entire park. And the Disney promo video, I don't know what year it's from. It's old, I believe, where the custodian is scooping up pixie dust in his pan.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I think is just everywhere.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
and you can't beat it. You can't beat it, man. And that's why it scares me to see little changes like we talked about. I hope that the buck kind of stops there, and they kind of feel the heat from everybody and go, okay, look, we're keeping the stickers, right, for at least a year or two, but. We hear you. We're not changing everything. We hear you, but I just don't want to see it go. Oh, okay, we got the stickers out.
Well,
what else can we do?
We'll see what the next president.
Do we really need trash cans? That many of them?
Oh, that will be the day. That will be the day. You wait. That will be the day. That's like canoes. I will riot. I will get like. So, guys, we appreciate you for tuning in to another. A great edition of Operation Magic. This was a great recap episode. It was a great palate cleanser after an interview to introduce new changes. We had the amazing intro that you saw at the top of the show, and you're going to get this amazing intro as soon as we're done running our sucks here in about 2.2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for me, I'm James.
I'm Josh.
And this has been Operation Magic, guys. This has been a fucking blast. See you on the next one.
Later, guys.
All right, squad, listen up. You already know who we are. We are the Operation Magic Podcast. Disney loving, dad run, veteran built. Every week, we're here bringing you that magic straight to the veins. And now we've got something even bigger. It's official, guys. The Operation Magic merch. Those t-shirts, those hoodies, the mugs, stickers, you name it. All Disney inspired, all made for the Operation Magic squad. This isn't just gear. this is the uniform. You throw this on, you're not just a fan, you're a part of the family. Every piece supports this show, keeps the mission alive, and helps us keep bringing laughs, the stories, and the magic every single week. So what are you waiting for? Hit OperationMagic.printful.me right now. Grab your gear and show the world who you are rolling with. Operation Magic. Rep the magic. Rep the squad.